It makes me think of the video that you sent me about Prince's creativity
Mhm.
process. And maybe something to talk about would be how, because I was watching it, I watched it and he has different points like, well, he talks about, what Prince did and it's like, okay, he played like a track and then right away went to the next track and then right away, the next track and then like produced a song like every single day and was like always creating and recording and would go to perform at a show and then play for 4 hours doing sound check before anyone showed up and then play the show and then play until
He
he had
passed
to
out on the purple
fly.
sheet.
Yeah, until he had to fly to the next place to do the same thing over again. And just yeah, so like what, because I was thinking how do you what in there could I apply to art or different things, and you were talking about applying it to the novel writing. How and what does that mean? What exactly are you doing?
Yeah.
Or does that is that part of sloppy? Like is that
Not really, but uh, the let's see if there were parts of it that are really distinct and immediately applicable to the project. Uh, the It would be like the when there's almost more like when, because I have so many things, I have like that encyclopedic just like perception and memory of all these things going on. When I'm working on one thing, I just naturally end up doing a bunch of other stuff, and it's almost like at the end, Prince would make a single album that has like 10 to 20 songs on it, but he's recorded 200. And those 200, it's almost like the kill your darlings mentality, like made 200, but it wasn't the right fit. It wasn't the right theme for this song. So he tucked it away. And that's almost like my oven of ideas, my baking folders that are 130,000 words, 120,000 words. My writing craft pile notes about how to write a book is 120,000 words at this point. And like most of them is repeated notes or just like ideas. And it's just spammed. And then a lot of this novel, like with this book that I finally chopped up into chapters, some of the chapters are like 10,000 words long and have like 5,000 words of actual written chapter you could read, and then like 5,000 words of notes interspliced between chunks, like saying, just what needs to change or what to foreshadow or something like that. And it's just like, I could cut half of this out. Like, what is the coolest part of this? Like, how do I make it efficient and like know when to cut at the most interesting things so like I would be most excited to read it, or like what makes this the coolest, like that type of thing. And then take all the cool stuff, even though it's a lot of fun, just oven of ideas or something, like whatever, it's in there. Like it's in both the I made the material of it, and it's just I get it. It's kind of in my state of being. So it's even if I wanted to rewrite a chapter and didn't have to, like a topic like excitement versus enjoyment or something, I could probably rewrite an entire 2,000 word chapter of characters talking about that, or like how that's manifesting and whatever they're just going about their day and how it would come about, and like the different kind of things that would make them think of or like consider enjoying their excitement. Like I could just write that over and over again, and I'd probably use a lot of the same words but differently, and like it would come about differently and all this other stuff. So I don't need to have all the content that I've written, so I can shove it away like Prince does, just put it in the vault.